They'll be calling you a radical. Back to my walking routine for the first time in a while, huh? First time in my life I haven't felt the burn in my chest. Recovering from open heart surgery. We have a lot of good news. Really good news today. Amazing. The Swiss voters have voted to kick the nuclear crime syndicate out of Switzerland. They're done. They've got a big initiative that is going to fund alternative. You know, Germany's already done that. Denmark did it a long time ago. Of course, Austria says get the fuck out and don't come back. So now Ohio has said no bank bailout on chemo, no status quo. New York, a bunch of lawmakers, there's been lawsuits filed over on that bailout. A bunch of lawmakers are really finally questioning this bullshit panel that New York put together on their public commission scam. $7.6 billion for Exelon. You know, and so I want to say this to all you Trump lovers. He had you. He's Obama. He's Obama. Trump is Obama. You see this dog and pony show in Saudi Arabia? Now remember, these are the people who funded the 9/11 terrorists. These are them. They funded them. Back to the salmon numbers. Will Lamont, haven't seen numbers for a few days, still 4,100. The Bonneville, it's getting late. They had a pretty good sized number yesterday. They're still 44,000. Remember, the 10-year mean's 181,000. It's a lot of fish to make up. You know, we started tracking the copper. We know the Fraser's in total collapse. The Rogue's in total collapse. Northern California's extinction. So, we'll stay on it. The nuclear crime syndicate, we got them on the ropes. Not here in the U.S. San Diego County. Orange County. Oh, we got rid of them scumbags. That's our greatest accomplishment here in the U.S. The only place we've won is San Onofre. You know, Diablos, they're playing a dog and pony show game there. So, I was able to start my walking routine again today. Feeling 1,000 times better. It's 3 weeks from my open heart surgery. So, it's great news in Switzerland. I mean, great news in Ohio. Remember our great friend Chad? What a great activist he was. Anti-nuclear activist. A couple years ago just ended up collapsing, died at his keyboard, had an aneurysm. He was fantastic. He'd be thrilled. You know, he lived in Ohio and he was good. And he went at him. He was in that house. He stirred up so much shit with those people. He was real good. So, the Great Pacific Genocide, you know, you go deny all you want. Let's remember the Bonneville. The Columbia. The projections were 170,000 by WFW. They've already cut them in half to 80,000. Huh. I remember there was this model that came out of a NOAA computer, out with the boys, and came out earlier this year. It says 70,000. And I had a major argument fight going with ODFW, and there was this 170, and I says, I will bet you, everyone, you know, I'm emailing them back and forth, I will bet any of you the NOAA model is much closer than yours. In fact, I will bet you they come in under the NOAA model. They're like, oh, you're crazy. Remember, their model was 170,000. They've already lowered it to 83. What's the 10-year mean? 181,000. What's the 10-year mean on the Copper River? 1.3, 1.4 million. Came in at 800,000. We'll see. So, these spring Chinooks go to salmon for 5 years. The rotation's in free fall. You know, and everybody says, oh, you don't test. How are you going to test? You don't even know what the hell it is. I call it a plutonium gas. And by the way, all you morons out there, look at all the websites. Look at even the government data. Post-Fukushima. Oh, the radiation levels are way up in this country. Way up post-Fukushima. All over. So you're in now. You walk around with a guy, what a joke. What a fucking joke. You know, it's not your pseudo de facto theology. It's not your pseudo de facto sociology. Is it your biology? Oh yeah. It's the ecology, stupid. You think that you can pour for 2,264 days. So, back to Hanford. The scumbags of Hanford and the lies of Hanford. Just told you the good news, now the bad news. Now remember, Hanford, these tanks were built for 20 years. Now I want you to remember this. Bechtel was paid to put triple layers around it, to redo them all. They did not do it. They just fucking scammed the money. Under Price-Anderson, under these laws that exist, you cannot sue them. They're protected. They went onto the Hill. They were called several years ago to the Hill. The CEO of Bechtel says, ha, 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 fuck you. We didn't do it. You were paid to do it. Yes, so what are you going to do about it? Nothing, just like Anderson, the Bhopal guy. He just hid in Manhattan. You know, just like Hirohito, you know. These monarchs and royals, they just hide in freaking Manhattan. They're just like the Nazis. Operation Paperclip on Balco. So, remember this. Not only did the scumbags at Bechtel and the nuclear crime syndicate say, fuck you, go poison it. And I want to say this to there's another leak going on there. They're the biggest fucking liars. These PR firms write these, it's all written before the accident even happens. It's like, I mean, they just murdered a whole bunch of people. This thing's leaking all over, you know. Nuclear waste is fine. Nuclear energy is good, you know. We'll have an answer any time now. They've been saying that for 70 fucking years. Look at this catastrophe. You know, they do the same thing at Mountain Home, Idaho. They do the same thing at INL in Idaho. They do the same thing at Los Alamos. They do the same fucking thing. There's 252 of these fucking things. Just store it and shove it everywhere. Let's keep making more. Profiteering. Remember this and never forget this. Bechtel, the money they were built to build the triple layers, not only told the American public to go fuck themselves and laugh, fuck you, we robbed it. They used that money to hire lobbyists and PR firms to go after people like me. In the Illinois House, when Illinois freaking got it through, the bank bailout on chemo, status quo, they learned from New York. Remember, there were 100 lobbyists per anti-nuclear activist. We got no money. We have no funding. Guess who funded them? The money Bechtel, GE, General Electric, those scumbags, all of them were paid to put the triple layers on. They used it to hire lobbyists to go against us. Now you think about that. I want you to think about that. This country, so Switzerland says, get the fuck out. Denmark said, get the fuck out a long time ago. Italy fucking kneecapped him. They moved in, they shot him and said, fucking, we'll give you 24 hours, get all you fucking GE rats, get the fuck out of here. Spain kicked them the fuck out. You go on and on and on and on and on, kicking them the fuck out. Austria, I was at Freedom Eisenhower's house. Oh, did she kick them the fuck out. They think they're playing this game in India now. So I want you to know this. Obama is Trump, and I'll tell you why. Obama and Jeffrey Melting, the fucking CEO of GE, when they made the cover-up of Fukushima, you know, I want you to know what I know, and they were all flown to South America. And they cut the freaking deal. Chicago Bridge and Iron, GE, all these scumbags. Westinghouse, bankrupt pieces of shit. You know what kind of deal just got cut in Saudi Arabia? That's why Trump was over there. Look it up. They just cut a big deal with GE. That's what his trip's all about. Let's make a fucking deal. Wow. The art of the fucking kill you deal. You want to be a royal Donnie? Play around with the Fukushima cover-up. And this whole thing, they're going to build 10 reactors in fucking India. Oh, we'll see about that. The fucking activists are fighting hardcore all over the fucking world. Not here. In the U.S., a fucking sheep will fucking accept whatever these fucking mass murdering criminals shove down your throat. It's all about you're going to get rich, aren't you? You're going to play in the NBA. You're going to be the next King James. You're going to be the next American. Cinderella, you're going to marry an idol. Now they're going to fucking kill you. Fucking eat up all your Fukushima. Fucking the only place in the country they send it here. Fucking the poison food, the poison air. Fucking Monsanto gets caught fucking covering up cancer studies on Roundup. Nothing happens to them. Hanford is the biggest, I mean, what a catastrophe from hell. And they write these PRs, these press releases are written before the fact. Before the fact. They're fucking criminal hardcore liars with no liability. They mass murder. Fucking don't believe a word that's coming out of there. Scumbags. Fucking scumbags. The greatest crime syndicate in human history. It's an organized crime family. The nuclear energy fucking complex, and they're all in on it. Stand tuned.